there. I promise you at that point it's all luck. There is absolute...
Knocked one.
Good kills.
He's down here. Get him.
Oh!
What did you just do?
I jumped into him and no-scoped him. I no-scoped him.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. Oh, look at the... Oh, no! Push him, crack. Go for punch. Get out of here. Oh, hang on.
Fist him.
Fist. She's self-raising. Fist, yes. Oh my god. Holy shit.
Fucking hell.
Oh, what was that? All right then. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, guys and gals. My apologies for being a little late here today. Didn't mean to be. Yeah, and it'll actually become pretty apparent as to why we were running a little late fairly shortly. But how are you guys? How we doing here? Got a few legends in chat here already. We got Ayubcam, I think that's it. True Flame Slinger, Thurmby, some girl with a cat headset, JC, Miners here, Super 94U's here, Skylord Williams here, Mike O'Brien, Noctus, guys, welcome. How are we all? Hey, beautiful, no homo. Hey, all the homo in the world, let's be real. Zuzu's here. Zuzu, isn't it like stupid o'clock for you, my friend? Welcome to the stream nonetheless. Make a thumbnail for a video on Pete. Oh, you know me so well, Skylord. Yes. So guys, I was just, the reason we were late is because I was getting screenshots for a thumbnail for the video that's coming out tonight, believe it or not. And yeah, we're going to edit that thumbnail here on the stream today. I figured I'd sort of give you guys a bit of a walkthrough my thumbnail making process and we'd have a bit of fun with it. So yeah, we'll see how that goes, won't we? But I've got some food in front of me at the moment. I know what JC said, cooking stream earlier. Yeah, no, this is an eating stream at the moment. Don't tell me, don't meme me now. No, JC, like as I was saying, man, like I said, don't worry about it. The other guys have got it sorted. We got the screenshot. That's why I was delaying things to get the screenshot done. It's 4 in the morning, but I can't sleep. Oh, well, Zuzu. Hopefully we can offer the sweet serenades to get you to sleep, my friend, or we can give you the, my food just went everywhere. God damn it. Yeah, hopefully we can offer you the sweet serenades to either get you to sleep or said one bailed. Oh no, yeah, they no, we were able to get it working. That's why I said don't worry about it, because I was going to get somebody to jump in because I needed it then and then. So yeah, sorry mate. No, like yeah, no, it's all done and dusted. My bad. What am I eating? So I had some like chicken strips earlier, but now I've just got like a salad in front of me. You know, this is the greenest my plate has been in a few days, so. Fuck. Here's a fork. I needed this. But, yeah, guys, how are we all? It's good to see everyone. Hope you're all doing very, very well. Thomas Watch Reviews. Hi, do you know what the new thing is coming to Planetside that Rel is so excited about? I don't. But I have an idea. I think it might be a new continent. I don't know. I don't know if he's got like... I've got no idea what Rel's working on at the moment. I've got a... I imagine it might be a new continent, but I could be wrong. Mr. Cookie, how are you, mate? It's good to see you. Guys, welcome. But yeah, I figure we take a pretty relaxed approach to this stream, right? We, the last 2 streams we've done on this channel consecutively, recently, have completely, like, have been 2 12-hour streams, right? Both of our last remaining streams have been 12 hours in length. And to me, you know... we just need to settle down a bit, you know? We need to step back, relax, and get ourselves back to normal a little bit, you know? So yeah, I want to get back to doing regular streaming again. You know, streams that aren't 12 hours long, because ow, they hurt at the end. But guys, just, I've got to say again, thank you so much for getting us to reach that charity donation goal. I don't have a link to it at the moment, but if you guys follow any of the old links to the Extra Life page, you can actually still go and donate to that page. That Extra Life campaign is going to be live for at least another couple of weeks. We're just not doing any more streams. So yeah, I've decided we're not doing any more streams dedicated to the charity, because the 12-hour event was our stream and we crushed our goals. So I don't feel like we necessarily need to do any more charity streaming now exclusively, but if you guys want to still contribute to the charity and stuff like that, you can do so via the Extra Life link. I just want to do any of the incentives because, you know, that's behind us now, and your boy's got to move on to other things, which, by the way, thanks JC for sharing that. I appreciate it. But yeah, no, today yeah, today we're going to be taking things pretty chill. I'm going to move this to the side of the stream here. Oh. Well, how are we all, guys? How's everyone doing? Life treating us all well? I couldn't make it, but I'll show my support. No, please, no stress at all, Noctis. Like, dude, like, you know, real life always comes first. I've been an advocate for that since day one. Life always comes first. Let's hope it's not an OP gun. Oh yeah, no, we don't need that again. I'm currently in from work. Fortunately, I only have to work when something comes up. Hey, fair enough, mate. Playing Tower 3 DP Pro at the moment. Doing my head in right now. Fair enough. Hey, have a drink on the house. Hey, Flameslinger with a $5. Dude, I appreciate it. You know what? I'll go double. I think I've got one beer left, so I might go get that. Appreciate that, Flame. Very kind of you, dude. Didn't have to do that. Oh, Ghost plays as well. With the $5 super chat as well. Dude, thank you. Thanks, mate. That's very kind of you. Real love coming out and chat here nice quickly. Sitting here wondering what is the stream. Then you said Planet Side, and I remember this guy is why I have so many guns. Ayo, Ghost. Yeah, look, I'm the weapon review guy. People know me for it. Yumi gameplay tonight? No, so we're not doing any gameplay, guys. Today is going to be something a little different. Let me go get my beer, and I'll walk you guys through what we're going to be doing. Because Planet Side at this time of night for my servers is terrible. The servers are dead. So, yeah, we're going to be doing something a little different. It's going to be a bit of a hint as to what video is coming out tonight. Which, by the way, YouTube members have access to right now. But we're gonna be taking tonight very slowly. All right. The last couple of days, we've done 12 hours of Planet Side streaming back to back, and your boy's been tired after those. So we're just gonna chill. You know, we're just gonna have a really, really nice, relaxed evening. Drunk Yumi gameplay, baby. Yeah, yeah. Look, we wish. But anyway, be right back. I'm gonna go get a beer, and we'll get this show on the road. As you can see, I am horribly underprepared tonight. This is so last minute. All right. Beer has been acquired. Master Editor demands his beers, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do this. So yeah, something different. If the new update turns out to be a new constant, I just hope it isn't as bad as the new Estimir. I keep hitting my special so I don't get disappointed. Yeah, I think that's the way to go, Zuzu. Like, at the end of the day, I'm just treating anything new and Planet Side related just, you know, with the greatest element of cautious optimism, right? That's all you can do. Fancy here again, Mr. Chair. Connor's pretty dead this hour. I'm pretty sure no sane man would ever should ever need to play on. Well, yeah, like the only alternative for me is Soltech, and I'll be real, the server culture over on Soltech just doesn't do it for me. Modded Skyrim and it just broke. This game has just turned into a load order. Oh, dude, I hate that. I hate like when you get a mod going for Skyrim, like a mod pack, like this is working perfectly, and then it crashes and it's like, ah, damn it. Anyway, quick little beer crack for the stream. Ready, boys? Ooh, you love to see it. You love to see it. It's one of those little. There we go. Get off my screen. Off my screen. One of those little sort of flies that are attracted to the light. Somehow made it into this room, and he's being a pain in the ass. All right. But no, how's everyone been? Let me just get a few things set up here, guys. While I do this, we'll talk amongst each other. Let me just quickly set some things up here. So yeah, tonight we're going to be, we'll start off with a very chilled stream, and we're going to start off by making a thumbnail. D3 F1, first time in your stream. Glad to put a face to the voice. Hey, mate, appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. It's great to see you here. Glad you're able to stop by for the first time, mate. Hope my dumbassery, you know, my dumbass mug shot, you know, matches expectations or exceeds them. Boom. All right. Oh, god damn it. No, it is going to be a pain in the ass. That's fine. I can work around this. This is no problem at all. All right. I had to do a complete and total driver record this. I had to do a complete and total driver change out recently, so that's why things have been a bit of a pain in the ass today, but that's okay. All right. See if I can get the right angle. Perfect. All right. I've got a recording that I've got. So the reason I was late is because I was very, very busy trying to get a thumbnail shot in game good to go, and we had some issues with getting access on the test server. So now that we've been able to go out and do that, it's just a matter of, yeah, getting it into Photoshop and getting ready to get this show on the road here. Let's just open up a Photoshop file real quickly, and then we'll get this show on the road. Let me also quickly go ahead and do this as well. Pop out chat here. Yeah, yeet. There we go. Yeah, it's all coming together. Tam, good evening, my friend. Welcome, 24-hour stream. And yes, we need to talk about that, guys. That's actually a good point. We need to do a 24-hour stream because you guys unlocked it with the charity stream. So GG's to you guys. We've also got to talk about getting a brand new emote commissioned because, you know, you guys get to commission an emote now. 5 or so minutes. Now, fair enough, Tam, mate. Get those Z's, my man. Yeah, we need to organize the new emote. We need to organize the horror stream as well. All giveaways have been basically accounted for now, minus a couple of Explorers bundles, but the big ones like the Steam gift cards and the Battlefield 2042 giveaway have been accounted for, so happy days there. We're all looking good. So yeah, expect some interesting stuff coming up soon, guys. Is it going to load in properly, or is it being a pain in the ass? It's being a pain in the ass today. It really is. Wow, shit. Bear with me here, guys. 48-hour horror stream? You wish. You wish. Not a chance. Not a chance. You guys maybe get a 4-hour horror stream. Besides, there's no way I could do a horror stream when, like, everyone's asleep. I will wake people up and they will not be happy. Alright, I'm going to close you down. Give me a second, guys. Why is the... I'm not sure why my... I have some serious problems here. For some reason, my print screen function isn't working, and I can't work out why. Why would that be the case? We're getting 12 for 24-hour stream. Super unhealthy. Hey, yo, true. Emote should be a cami boy in a hot tub. We'll have to work it out. We'll have to talk about it in the Discord where everyone has a chance to come and stop by. Let's just do this then. I can't believe I'm about to do this. This is so scuffed. Oh, god damn it. Of course it's going to do that. You know what? I can make this work. This is a really... Like, this is... Ever since I reinstalled my graphics drivers, things have been a little scuffed, so... Alright, perfect. That actually turned out okay. Alright. Let me just start off with a clean slate here and get rid of a few things. Ditch you, ditch you. Okay. Alright, perfect. Let's do this. By the way, appreciate the 50 gift card from the giveaway. Got a good membership for a month. Can't wait for the week-long double XP for the night. Hey, Tam, look, mate, I'm glad you were able to put it to good use. I appreciate it. Do I have a pet huntsman? Not a chance, no. I'm not game to keep spiders. It's not my shit, that. No way, Jose. Alright. I think we're good. Cool. All right, let's jump into Photoshop, guys, and I'll show you guys exactly how I edit my thumbnails, how I get some of the effects I do, and we'll go from there. This one's actually going to be quite challenging, so we might even be here for a while. Oops, I did not mean to move that either. I fat-fingered my chat box. There we go, that's all right. He keeps alligators as pet crocodiles. Yeah, exactly. It's, not even alligators, crocodiles. We don't have alligators here in Australia. The crocodiles ate them all. I kid, I've got no idea. Should do a sleep live stream where people donate for loud text-to-speech views. Yeah, look, I see people on Twitch do that. It's amazing how much how much money these guys make doing that. It just blows my mind. It blows my mind that that's a thing. Like, how do you seriously, like, on a real talk, just on a note here, how do you do that? How do you make that much goddamn money doing that? Insane stuff. Now, let's see if I can get this to work properly. Because I've never actually done a stream where we have used Photoshop as our source capture. So we don't want display. I want an actual desktop window. What is this capture? Give me a sec, guys, while I work this out. That is capturing nothing. Annoying. Capture foreground, capture any full screen application. No, it's not going to work. All right, let me just try this. I should have tested this out before I went live. Display capture, window capture. This might do it. This is so... no, it's not what we want. We want this. Hey, there we go. All right, good. For some reason, it's... All right, this is going to be scuffed. All right, this is going to be slightly warped, but you guys will deal with it. You'll be fine. Wait, hang on. Oh no, it doesn't actually show the fucking... Oh no, why does it not show the entire thing? All right, I'm just going to do this. You guys get a desktop capture today. And I hope to God I don't dox myself with anything. Because that would be awkward. Let's hope I don't dox myself today, right? Okay, so... let's get into Photoshop here. Close some shit down that we don't need anymore. Good. Okay. Thinking out loud here. Thinking out loud. Horror stream just played For Honor, a terrifying state of that game. Fair enough. All right then. I do say though that cupboard in the background looks like a pet home. Does it? I guess that's fair actually. If you take the glass, if you take the the panel out and put glass in instead. Yeah. So that. Cheers, by the way, guys. Cheers, cheers. Reese's AU, thoughts on the new Apex season? So I haven't actually had a chance to play the new Apex season yet, Reese, and I'll be honest, I can't. I've tried booting up Apex a couple of times here, and no matter what I do, Apex just will not launch. It just will not launch. Like Apex, sorry, it will launch. No, sorry, I've used the wrong term there. The game will launch, but the frame rate for some strange reason will just be completely cactus. I don't know, like, for some reason, and I don't understand why this is the case, but Apex Legends, when I launch the game and go into the menu, will be using my GPU correctly, but as soon as I load into a map at all, the GPU just stops existing. The GPU just stops wanting to do stuff, and it won't work at all. So it's really, really unfortunate. I can't actually play Apex Legends right now. Hurt, welcome to the stream, buddy. Hope you're doing well. All right, so what are we doing here? So guys, my next video that we are launching tonight is on the scavenger implant. So what I've sort of gone for here is the concept of the heavy assault here that's killed this TR soldier grabbing ammunition off of the corpse. Kind of what scavenger does in its weird sense, you know? So I figured we'd go ahead and do this. My menu FPS was destroyed, but in-game was fine. It was weird. Like I've gone through everything. I've DDU'd my NVIDIA drivers, so I've done a complete and fresh reinstall of NVIDIA drivers from scratch. I've checked for Windows updates. I've assigned my graphics card to the game manually in Windows. I've checked the NVIDIA control panel. Nothing's working. So everything I'm doing is just not working. Ghost Plays, I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you. Ryan, my Apex is the game. I just can't seem to get it working. Like I don't get it. I've gone through literally every troubleshooting step I can think of, and for some reason, I don't know whether it's with this NVIDIA driver or if it's like, you know, yeah, it just doesn't work. So anyway, this is a video about the scavenger implant, and the concept I've had here is that the soldier that we're seeing here is like grabbing ammo off of this player. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some funky things here. Now, you'll note where we've taken this photo. I'm actually going to completely isolate the subjects from the background here. I kind of want to delete this background and maybe go with something different, but we'll see how we go because it's hard to get the same perspective from a PlanetSide 2-esque screenshot. So we'll see how we go. Yeah, the COD scavenger perk strikes back again. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. Anyway, so the first thing we're going to do, guys, because this is basically how I do all of my Photoshop work. So I'm first going to isolate subject from background. Now, what I want to do is I don't necessarily want to delete them from the background because if I make a mistake, I don't want to have to re-upload the image back into Photoshop and then start from scratch. The way I've always worded this, whenever you're doing editing of any kind, especially in Photoshop, you need to edit non-destructively. And what I mean by that is that whenever you're doing Photoshop editing, edit in a way where it's not permanent. You can immediately make a undo and go back to stock if you have to. So the first thing we're going to do, and this is the most tiresome process of it all, is we're going to go ahead and outline our subjects pixel by pixel. Well, not pixel by pixel, but sort of edge by edge. We're just going to, I don't know if you guys can actually see my mouse cursor at the moment, but we're just going to go ahead and outline the whole friggin' thing. This is more of a creative stream here, taking you guys into the inside of what goes into making a thumbnail on my channel here. And hey, if we finish this early and if we run out of things to talk about in chat, because I kind of feel like just doing like just a bit of a catch up, just chatting stream, and we'll see where we go from there. But if we run out of things to talk about, then who knows, maybe we'll jump into some Battlefield or something. Layers go brr, exactly, Axiom. Jacob, I appreciate that, mate. Thank you. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Now, the only downside of this is that once I start this cutout process, I kind of can't stop until I make the whole loops. This is going to take a while, but that's okay. We'll get there. Jake, how are you, buddy? It's good to see you. Isolate target subject, accident undoes the entire... Yeah, like that can happen. Like if I double click on accident here, it actually completely stops this whole process and just goes back to point origin, which can really ruin you. So I need to be quite carefully not to double click where I shouldn't. I've also made a very big oopsie here as well when it came to picking my subjects and my sort of the background that we're shooting on. As you guys can see, the background color that we have here and the color of the soldier that we're isolating right now is actually very similar, which means that there are times where the smaller details of the soldier that we're cutting out might get lost on us. So I'm going to deliberately be a little bit, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm going to be a little generous with the outlining here at times if I'm not sure, just so that I can go back and edit it out later if I notice something's off. All part of the process, guys. I really should have tweeted out that we were like editing a thumbnail on Discord or on Twitter. Like people would actually be really keen for that, I think. But anyway, here we are. People can watch it later. And before the mouse starts to give up and starts double clicking, oh mate, I have, you know, fever dreams every night about that potentially happening. Every time, I tell you what. Doing a membership starts at the low price of $1.99 USD a month and gives you early access uploads plus a special role in Discord channels. This is true. Damn, Flameslinger, you know, hyping up the stream without even me needing to do it. That right there is a legend. Appreciate it, buddy. Take your time. Yeah, no, I will. I'm actually, I not to toot my own horn, but I think I'm getting pretty good at this nowadays. I used to be a lot slower with this, but you guys have to remember, I went to university for this sort of thing. This is my jam. This is exactly what I do. Unfortunately, when you zoom too close into an image as well, like this, you get those like, you get the pixel outlines too, which kind of makes it even harder to go, you know, it kind of makes it even harder to get the details you need. So there's sort of like a maximum zoom in you can get before it really just becomes impossible to track properly, but that's okay. But I'll show you guys how I do my lighting effects too, because in a lot of my thumbnails, you'll see things like muzzle flashes. You'll see things like, you know, you'll see things like smoke effects and, you know, impact points. All of that's in post. That is all done in post. Blurs, post for the most part as well. So We'll make it work. Just go around the edge of the barrel here, nice, and try to make it nice and circular here. You know, it's got to look smooth-ish. And I'm not a fan of using the feather because the feather just then distorts your image and gives you blurred lines where you don't want them. It's all about making things nice and pinpoint. I like to keep like 4 to 5 pixels of the background and then just trim with a feather eraser because I always tend to dig into my subject and shadow. Yeah, in the case of this exact image here, I don't really necessarily mind if we dig too far into the subject. Like if we dig a couple of pixels into the barrel, like as you can see, I'm getting a little dug in here, which will affect the shadow, yes. But I like to add my own shadows. I like to add my own shadows, I like to add my own lighting, which means that I'm going to be playing around with this anyway. So I don't necessarily mind if there's a couple of jank edges. Like for a YouTube thumbnail, people aren't going to notice. And if I'm really happy with it, and if I think I've done a great job on the cut and the effect and stuff like that, then I'll go ahead and add like a, you know, I'll make it a wallpaper as well. Be very careful. Now I think that gray area there's a part of the roof, so we'll cut that out. Yeah, there we go. That's where the shoulder pad starts. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Because I'm gonna be isolating on a new background entirely, I don't think it's necessarily too big a deal if we cut in a little bit on the model. Hey guys, creative stream tonight, Cammy? Yeah, so Parsley, I figured we'd do an actual... I figured, like, I haven't shown you guys how I edit my thumbnails yet. I figured we'd do that right now. So we're going to edit our thumbnail today for tonight's video. So by the way, guys, this stream is going to end at some point tonight. And we're going to go straight into a cheeky little YouTube premiere. So get excited for that. Actually, I had an idea about allowing players to choose a weapon from another faction as an ASP perk. Thoughts? Tam, the issue with that is that, like, faction identification is very important in a game like this. And I know we've got, like, NS robots running around and stuff like that now, but if anything, what the NS robots prove is, and this is not me shitting on the concept of the NS robots, I actually quite like them, but the amount of times I've got to double check which target I'm facing, you know, which target, like whether or not that NSO is friendly or foe, is insane. So, like, I think any attempt to make that identification of friend or foe even more muddled is a bit of a bad idea, personally. How long does it usually take? A thumbnail for me, a thumbnail for me can take anywhere to, you know, half an hour to a couple of hours, depending on how complex I get with it. And because I'm live streaming this one and I'm talking to you guys, I'm taking breaks quite regularly. There's a chance we'll go longer. And I've done a real doozy here. The fingers are so hard to identify amongst the railing. I think I can see them just enough though. This is my point, guys. Like, sometimes this just gets really hard to pick out. That's definitely the hand and the armor of the hand. Comes looping back down here, and then we sort of go up through there. Yeah, there we go. But I'm not a fan of feathering, because if I want to add, like, you know, I don't know. With the color work I do, the better, the sharper the edge, the better. I think that's finger there. I'll cut it out of it. Again, I'm being generous right now. Who knows if this is accurate. The biggest issue with this one will be adding like tracer fire because of the angle, but we'll see how we go. I think I have an idea of what you're going for, but I'm wondering if I don't know, with Blender instead of trying to do it in game. Not exactly, because I don't have any Blender experience, and it's actually quite easy for me to do it in game because I've got observer camera access, and so I can just, you know, jump into a camera, get any angle I want with the pre-game assets. And not to mention, I change assets all the time. I'll change armor sets on a regular, so every time I want to do it in Blender, I've got to rejig an entire new model, stuff like that. It's not easy. It's easy for me to do it this way. And then I can get something in still and jip it out, you know? The NC Heavy looking real snazzy. This is actually my exact NC Armory loadout. Like I told my character, my model, if you will, to dress exactly how I do. So dark grey camo, nomad armor, recon grenadier helmet. It's a snazzy looking build. If you see this exact character on Connery, chances are it's me. Yeah, that's it, Skylord. Hey Hades, we're doing a bit of a creative stream right now, man. Editing our next thumbnail down. This is our next YouTube thumbnail in the making, my friend. Good to see you, mate. How goes things? Welcome to the stream. We're going to be doing a stream this weekend too, guys. Don't know exactly what day yet, but it'll be either Saturday or Sunday, of course. And I would recommend being there for the start because your boy's got an announcement that he'll be making this weekend. So get ready for that. Just waiting on a few more details, then I can make the announcement. This is something I've been hinting at for a very long time. Well, not necessarily hinting, I've just been teasing it on Discord and on Twitter and stuff like that. Oh. That beer's going down quicker than I thought it would. That's on. Actually, that is always how it works, isn't it? All right. So after I cut out my sort of subjects here, the next thing I'm going to do is sort of frame the image with the text that we're going to use. But yeah, if you're a YouTube member, guys, and you haven't gone ahead and watched our latest video that's up for you guys right now, go do it. You've got a couple more hours to go. So once I get this thumbnail done and I upload the thumbnail to the video, then we'll be basically, you know, putting it up for Premiere, and then everyone can start queuing in there and getting ready. Then we'll release the video tonight. Be nice to be hit by boobies right now. Not gonna be by boobies. What you mean? Oh, newbies. Okay, I got what you mean. To be fair, if you have a black camo, it's really easy dangerous. You're easily more dangerous than most opponents. Yeah, I don't have black camo. The camo that we're running in that exact loadout there is actually the solid dark brown camo, which essentially just ends up being a poor man's black camo. It's what I run because I just cannot be asked to go for that directive, so it is what it is. It's also worth pointing out as well, because, yeah, her made the comment earlier about, you know, using the feather tool and stuff like that. I actually prefer, like, I actually don't mind cutting into my subjects a bit if it means I get a bit more smoothness in the model, because planetside models are typically a little jank, right? Like, they have a little bit of jank about them. They're not what I would call the smoothest, most defined models in the gaming industry. So any attempt I can make to sort of, you know, smooth out some of those edges is actually, you know, welcome. And I don't mind losing a little bit. Like, I've cut off a little bit of the fingertip, of the edge of the fingertip there, just because at that point, like, you know, no one's really going to notice it in a thumbnail form, and it actually produces a smoother image that looks a bit more realistic anyway. The video is well done, by the way. Great job. Hey, appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Thank you to those who are, you know, enjoying that video. Not sure if you read my comment to your comment in that video. I don't think I have yet. No, sorry. I got onto work, responded to those comments, then got straight into it, really. Work's been hectic lately, so I've just been busy there. All right. We're almost there, guys. Believe it or not, we're actually at the tail end of this now. So, unfortunately, I'll show you a little problem we're gonna come across here in a second here. Is that floor? I think it is. I'll double check in a sec once we isolate. All right, there we go. So that's done. So there we go. We've cut out our subjects. So when I say non-destructive editing, right? So if I wanted to, I can select hit inverse. That selects everything other than what we've selected there and just delete it. So I can just hit the delete button there and then all of the background will be gone. But I don't want to do that because what if I made a mistake, right? It's not worth doing that. So I'm going to reselect our subjects here. I'm going to hit layer via copy. So that gives us an extra layer now with our subjects there exclusively. I'm going to get rid of the background and look at that. Our subjects are isolated. You'll love to see it. In fact, we've got a couple of extra layers here we don't need. So let's just ditch those guys as well. Cool. Now, what you'll also notice here is that there is a couple of points where, you know, the background still sits in the gaps. Well, that's easy. Now, in this instance, I'm going to delete these. That beer went down too quick. PS2 models, janky, how dare you. If I want to take off my cosmetics, then I feel like a bigot. Yeah, I know, right? Like, if you take off your cosmetics, people, like, don't take you as seriously. That is a very good point. People are like, oh, it's just a noob. I'll get him last. And then the noob 360 no-scopes you back to the spawn and you're like, uh-huh? I've been very guilty of that. Like, I will see someone in default armor and I'm like, you know what? Not going to worry about you. You're not the target priority, and then that exact guy just ends up completely railing me. So I know exactly where you're coming from there. I can't work out where body and where I think that is background there. So I'm just gonna see how that looks without it on. It's hard to. In fact, I think this TR's armor is clipping into the ground a bit there. It is too. You know what? I'm going to be a little cheeky here and just hide that. There we go. Perfect. Is there anything else we've got gaps in right here as well? Yep. Okay. So we're just going to go ahead and get in there. Cut that out. I'll often find like backgrounds just lingering in the past at times too. So I can just delete those out as we go. As I said before, if I actually want to revert to going back and using that background now, I can just go ahead and do that straight away and I'm good to go. How do I search? Just buy the 300 certs ISO packs. True. Very true. Anyway, that's not actually the title of this video. Like, I don't even know what to call this video yet, but we'll get that later. That's also, guys, so, okay, what I've done here is I've isolated my subjects. Now, they're on a layer of their own. And by isolating my subjects, what I've also had the chance of doing here as well is I can now put the text behind the soldier as well to give a bit of depth. So that's quite nice too. So now we've got a nice sharp cutout. Now my next, then I've kind of fucked up here because I've just realized that if I did want to, hang on. If I did want to use the same background, which I kind of, the issue, all right, there's an issue I face now, guys, right? A very big issue I face. What was that? Was that a subscriber alert? What was that? I missed that alert. What was a subscribe? Verona6 coming in and subscribing to the channel. Very kind of you, mate. Thank you. In fact, that is not quite in line just yet. That's perfect. All right, there we go. Like, what I might do? No, that's perfect. We're good. So what I've done is I've made a bit of a blunder here, right? Because I've got a very specific perspective on this image, right? This image is only going to work in very certain situations. So if I remove the background, then try to apply another background to it, I'm gonna have a very hard time finding an image of PlanetSide 2 where the terrain is on the exact same angle, has the exact same kind of terrain elevation. Otherwise it's gonna look completely out of whack. So maybe I do use the same background and just, what do you reckon? Maybe, all right, how about this, chat? How about we use the same background for now and sort of see what we come out with? I think that'll be the best play. I think that'll be the best play at the moment, just like sort of isolating the background that we have for now and keeping it there and seeing what we can come up with. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Okay. So the first thing I want to do, I hadn't really thought much about this this thumbnail until now. Like I'd sort of this is what I wanted. I got into this point in my head in the planning stages, and now I'm like, well, now what do I do? Go stylize with the heavy colors so it stands out in the sidebar. Maybe. Traitorous rebel loots corpse of a murdered loyal Terran 2845 colorage. Not wrong, Tommy Cole. You're not wrong. All right, what we're gonna do is I want to give some life to how recent this TR soldier was killed. But before I do that, we need to work out our lighting. So the next thing I do, guys, every time I'm sort of, you know, working with this kind of image where, you know, I've got subject isolated from background, is I got to work out how I want to light the image. So what do we want to do here? Well, the light source is coming from over here, from behind this pipe, right? That's already what we've got. So what we might do... All right, this is where the Creative Commons part of the industry comes into play here. We're gonna grab a lens flare effect. This is where Google comes in play. We're gonna give this little light stream back here a bit more light, right? That's too small. Gotta find something that's gonna work for us. In fact, I think, oh, that's too small as well. Too small. Better, but a bit vibrant, I reckon. We'll give it a go. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna grab this lens flare effect right here. Because what I want to do right now is give the impression of light coming through the scene. So obviously this has a big bloody, you know, black background on it right now. No, it doesn't. We're going to use a screen effect. In fact, it's still, I think, a bit too vibrant. All right, we're on the right track, but that's a bit too vibrant still. So we're going to ditch that guy. And we're going to go searching for another. In fact, I've just realized that my delete key is no longer working. So I'm going to quickly save this. We'll just call this scavenger video. Quickly switch to my face cam screen while I change open Photoshop again, because I don't want you guys to see shit. If I'm being completely honest. All right, get back in. Perfect. Can head out. No worries at all, Flame Slinger. Dude, 5 a.m. Holy shit. Yeah, go get some sleep. I appreciate you stopping by regardless, dude. Take care. But no, I figured we'd sort of make something of this stream, guys. You know, sort of use this as an opportunity to finish up, you know, part of the creative process for a video, you know. This bloody little fly been annoying me for a while. Go away. Go away. Shoot. Yeah, take care, Flame. Have a good one. Well, what's everyone else been getting up to this week, guys? I know I've sort of asked this before. We've had a couple of new folks come joining in as time goes on. What have we all been getting up to? Let's try this. It's a bit more modest, I think. I could be wrong. Yeah, actually, this could work because it's small enough to make it work for us. They should make a PS2 map made entirely of biolabs and containment sites. I don't know about that, Jacob. I kind of like there being a little bit of vehicle action, you know? I kind of like the color that produces. So, all right. What we're going to do now... Yeah, okay, what we need to do now, that just accents it a bit. So what we need to do is we're gonna grab sort of I'm gonna mask this a little bit. 50 pixels? Now let's go 25 pixels. Yeah, Void, we're making the thumbnail, mate, for our next video. Figured I'd show you guys the creative process a little bit here. Figured we'd have some fun with it. So I'm gonna copy this here. Good. All right, so we've got that. That's fine. And then of this, I want to grab... Actually, that's a bit too harsh, I think. We'll actually ditch that. Deselect, and we'll go down to 15 pixels. I think the feather was a bit too harsh there. Go layer via copy. Oh, no, I had the wrong layer selected there. Layer via copy. That's a bit better. That's a bit more pronounced. Maybe a bit of typography. Hang on. Maybe a bit of typography by adding a certain focus icon for the C. Just a thought. No. So, well, again, I'm going to change like the lettering that you're seeing here ain't going to be final. Like the title of the thumbnail, they're different. Don't worry about it. And the way I do my thumbnails is I get creative with the actual subjects and stuff like that, but there are a few elements of the thumbnail I always maintain to be the same to ensure that sorry. No, I kind of like it with that bar disappeared actually. We're going to ditch the bar. And we go there. I think I've done this in the wrong order, haven't I? I have. Hang on. I've done this in the wrong order. Let's back that up. Back that up, back that up. Let's select inverse. Yeah, this should work better. Layer via copy. That's a bit better. Let's just go ahead and grab. So yeah, when it comes to my thumbnails, I've got a brand guide essentially attached to mine where I say that the text has to be the same in every thumbnail in regards to font and placement, and the logo always has to be there. The rest of it I'm pretty creative about, but I've got that set in stone to ensure that at the end of the day, you know, my thumbnails can be recognized by a regular viewer without needing too much interpretation. All right, we're going to grab another feather, about 25 pixels. We're just going to grab this area around here. Feather, delete, there we go. So that's going to give us that light flare sort of pending on through. Going to add a mask to our good old lens flare here. Again, non-destructive editing at its finest, guys. Got to make sure that you don't edit destructively where you can. Grab the paintbrush tool and just sort of fade out those hard edges there to give it a sense of placement in the scene. And boom, we have a light source. I might change the opacity just a bit. Give it a little bit more. I think that's better. There we go. Back to us this week. Here we go. So, Void, how you doing, mate? It's good to see you. I got my second vaccine shot yesterday and woke up feeling a bit like my whole body was heshed. Luckily, starting to feel a bit better. Hey, good on you, Miner. I went through the exact same thing, dude. I was feeling like crap for a good amount of time there, so I totally hear what you're saying. Back to the office this week. Not been able to sneak up much any midday PS2 for Connery peak time. Fingers crossed for the rest of the week. Hey, Parsley, I'm the same, dude. Like, I work from home right now, so for me, midday, that's around about where Connery is prime time for my time zone. So at lunchtime, I sneak in a bit of Planet Side, and it's happy days for all of us. But yeah, I know exactly where you're coming from, man. Pop always seems to hit when there's a massive update. Yeah, I'm hoping that the big update that Rel is alluding to does sort of get a bit more life in it. I really hope that's the case. Getting close to unlocking the God Sword, only need 200 more kills in the EM6, then 1k on the NS15, saving the best to last, Zoos. Well, not the best to last, because you have done the God Sword already, obviously, but, you know, it's something. Crocodile Dundee, Chad, why? Of course, mate. Of course. Where's me knife? You know how it goes. All right. So we have our light source now, or at least one of them. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to start accenting that light source here a little bit on our soldier, right? So what we're going to do, we're going to grab. So the first thing we're going to do, guys, is we're going to go ahead and we're going to add a color overlay, a black color overlay to our soldier. Now, depending on the type of scene I've shot and what the coloring's like as it is, it depends on how dark I want him, but because it's quite bright at the moment in our current scene, I just want a small tint of black. So that's part one. Then we're going to copy that layer again. We're going to delete the color overlay, clear the layer style there. So as you can see, it gets a bit, I'm actually make that a little bit more pronounced. Just a little bit more. I think that's better. Okay. So we're going to go back. And we've got two layers now identical to each other, one having a black overlay on it. So what's the point of this? Well, what we're going to do we're going to grab a photo filter, layer effect. We're going to apply that to this layer only, and we're going to make it as orange or as bright as we can. So I'm going for something that's going to sort of really give the presence of orange tint hitting the soldier here. We're going to go ahead and mask out this entire layer so it's no longer visible. So the photo filter affected layer is no longer visible to us at all. We're just going to go ahead and get our paintbrush out. We're going to make it white. We've got a nice big head with a soft hardness on it. I'm just going to start painting on the illusion of orange tint on the soldier here. That gives the illusion, I guess, if you will, of that light source hitting and reflecting. Right? So what we're doing here is we're just adding the presence of light where it needs to be added. And I'm sort of aiming to get the hard edges done first. So that's where the light's going to be most pronounced. Obviously on these parts of the body here, it's going to be less pronounced. So we'll probably stop around here-ish, I think. But that little bit of light hitting the soldier, just a little bit. And we'll do the same on the gun here because the gun is also being exposed to light. Just a nice little dab. As you can see, my brush head is far away from the actual subject himself because, well, it's such a soft brush that you don't necessarily need to have. Otherwise, you get a really, really harsh edge. And you don't want that. You want that sort of element of a fade. So, okay. So if we go ahead now and we hide our lighting layer, you can start to see the element of light there, right? You can start to see the element of some light bouncing off of our soldier. Now, what I also want to do is I want to give an element of it fading over time too. So we're going to make our brush a bit smaller. We're going to make our mask a little darker. And we're just going to sort of get in an idea of, you know, light sort of fading over the back of him. Now, what I'm doing here is I'm just painting a pretty general area of where I think light will sort of start seeping over. We'll even add a bit here as well. And just because he's in cover here, we'll add the sort of the presence of an even darker shadow. Like so. On the weapon here, we'll do the same. Just give the sense of light being present no matter where you look at it. Trying not to overlap the current. Just gonna go a little brighter here, just a little bit. I feel like it could use a little bit more oomph. There we go. There we go. That's a bit better. And as you can see, it's looking a little too sharp, a little too harsh at times. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back to black and just sort of smooth it out. I even get a little bit bigger on the brush head here. Just sort of fade it out nice and slow. Give the idea that light is just reflecting in areas where it should belong. I'm going to give a little bit on that side there because obviously his arm there will be copping a little bit on that angle, just a little bit. It's all about just like looking at where light is and going from there. Radacryl professional artist Cameron, welcome mate, how are you? Good night, Tam. Have a good one, mate. Looking forward to the video tomorrow. Yep, it'll be up. James Cameron Kazi. Damn right, son. Nah. How are you there, Radacryl? How's it going, mate? How's life treating you? So now, if we go back to our... So that's basically, this is what the image looked like beforehand. We add on the emphasis on the black and the light. And already... I've just added a couple of strokes there I shouldn't have. Already, we have an image that looks a bit more pronounced when it comes to light. Which is what sells an image, which is what sells a subject. When you start messing around with an image, with its lighting, if you ever want to give your subject a bit more presence, just give him more accented lighting. What's my opinion on vaccines for COVID-19? Fine. I've had my vaccine. Feeling pretty good. I've got my 5G direct uplink with Bill Gates. Man, we've been having some good conversations lately. Recommend it, 100%. No, like seriously, if you can, get vaxxed. Obviously, if you've got underlying health conditions that don't let you get vaccinated, for some reason, then, you know, don't get vaxxed. You know, but that's your choice. But, well, it's not necessarily your choice. Obviously, you can't do it. But I believe everyone, like, especially if you work in a particularly, you know, vulnerable area, you know, you should be vaxxed. 100%. All right. We might add, so I imagine that there will be probably a bit of light coming down here as well. Sort of as the TR comes out of the shadow, he'll have a little bit of light hitting him in some areas too. So we'll go and do that. Yes, we'll go do the two. Had mine yesterday. It's kicking my ass. Oh, dude, I feel that. Like, I had a pretty rough run as well. A lot of my mates didn't get anywhere near as bad as I do, so I got ripped off. I'm pretty sure. Just gonna add a little bit of light here and there. Again, I'm gonna sort of. It's hard to do here because there's not really much area to work with in the TR. Anywhere I think light will hit, I'll basically give a little bit of accent to, and this is actually working quite nicely here. On the kneecap here, there'll be light hitting that kneecap because it's, you know, in direct line of sight of the sun. Those sort of accents there, not so much. What's your opinion on having less freedom because you're not vaccinated? And do you believe in mandatory vax? I believe in mandatory vax if you work in a high-risk environment. If you're a nurse or a teacher, or if you're, you know, a doctor, or if you're an aged care worker, 100% you should be vaxxed. If you're not vaxxed and you're working with that, you don't, like, no. At that point, you're letting your choices, like, at that point, your choices potentially put those people at greater risk. That is just the truth, and they are the more vulnerable working environments. Like, if you don't, like, I don't see why you wouldn't be vaxxed if you're a healthy adult individual. Like, the research is out there, you should be getting vaxxed, in my opinion. But, you know, I also believe that, you know, you should obviously, you know, be able to choose. I think you'll be a bit silly to not, but, you know, you live your life and run the risk as you wish to, and I'll live mine. As far as having less freedom because you're vaccinated, it's tough. Like, I believe that once you get to a certain percentage of vaccination, obviously that becomes less, like, if you get to a certain percentage of vaccination, like if you're at 90% vaccination, 95% vaccination, which my state and territory is going to hit, by the way, then, you know, it's whatever, you know, you do you. But when you're as low as 70%, and there are people, here's my take, right? If there are people out there who are, for example, frontline workers, if you're a frontline worker and you haven't had the opportunity to get vaccinated yet due to your age demographic not having access to a recommended vaccine, something like that, and then you have unvaccinated people out there living life freely while you have to work to keep a roof over your head, that's a problem to me. If you're in an environment where, but that does shift a little bit when we move into an environment where everyone has had the opportunity to get fully vaccinated and there are people out there who just choose not to do it. That's different. If there are people, like, if everyone has had the opportunity to protect themselves, then that's fine. My opinion is that I'm choosing to bet on my own immune system before any pharmaceutical. My problem is my freedom and my choices are being taken away. Thoughts? Your freedom and your choices are being taken away only until, like, the way I see it, you shouldn't have the ability to be a carrier to the more vulnerable percentile who, okay, in the world, oh, we're getting political here. Holy shit, this is not normal for us, but I'm okay with this. You know, we're being civil. As long as we're civil, this is fine. The way I see it, once everybody who wants to get vaccinated has had the opportunity to get vaccinated, Bob's your uncle. But here's the thing. The percentile of people who want to get vaccinated, who are frontline workers, can't do so until the older percentile of population get their vaccine. Right? And guys, like, I want to be clear here. Let's not start anything. We're being civil right now. Let's keep it that way. The James the 13, let's keep things civil, all right? You know? The way I see it, like, I will happily, Suicide V5 dominance. Like the way I see it, if you like, we can keep things civil here. I'm happy to have this conversation. The way I see it, right? The majority of people working in a frontline role isn't taking a person's freedom away, even for just a moment. The antithesis of freedom. No, it's not, because you living upon your freedom when not everyone has had the opportunity to protect themselves as they wish to do so is selfish. And that's like, at the end of the day, the way I look at it, your ability to go out and do whatever the hell you want doesn't outweigh the risk that other people live. Like, little Timmy, little 15-year-old Timmy who's working down at the supermarket that can't get a vaccine until the older population have gone out and gotten it. They're the ones at greatest risk, and they don't deserve to be put in that risk, like that risk assessment, right? It just is how it is. I get it. Freedom is all well and good and all, but when you're talking about a very large percentage of the population not having an opportunity to protect themselves accordingly, we have a problem there. Who is Bob, and was he done with my uncle? Yeah. Isn't Australia sending ICBMs to the doorstep of those who dare walk outside with masks without full masks on? No, no, definitely not. Anyone who tells you that we're living in a police state right now is being extremely, what's the word I'm looking for here? They're being extremely, over the top with themselves. I can't in good conscience support the opinion that not taking the vaccine is merely my freedom and choice, because it isn't. And this is kind of an opinion that hurts those that are valuable. What do you mean, Skylord? Society is based on communal living and a communal responsibility. You have a responsibility that comes with your freedom. I agree with that sort of to a certain extent too. Like, obviously everyone in the world acts. Everyone to a certain extent acts selfishly, right? Like, everyone has selfish tendencies. We all want to do right by ourselves. I get that. And I have absolutely no dramas in, people wanting to do that with their lives. But in the context of COVID-19, we have very vulnerable people in our... Oh, got you. Yeah. Those that are vulnerable. Exactly. Like, we have... prison colony being run by correction officers. It's not a big scratch. Look, we're not in a prison colony right now. It's simple. Like, the lockdowns worked. A lot of people didn't die. That could have done, if we hadn't gone into lockdown in some areas, and it works. Here's the thing. Bodily autonomy is all well... Like, if you choose not to... The way I look at it, if you choose not to take a vaccine when it's available to you, then you yourself pose a greater risk to the community. And you shouldn't be able to pose that risk to the community until the people that you'll be interacting with regularly are the ones that are, the ones that are in the frontline situations. In the past, the vulnerable are the ones put away, not the healthy. But Barra, that's not the world we live in, right? It's not like anyone who walks into a supermarket nowadays, the majority of people working there are elderly or youth. That's the case in my supermarket. What have I just done in Photoshop? I just broke Photoshop. What did I press? I pressed something I shouldn't have done then. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. We're just going to go ahead and close Photoshop. Yikes. Slugs and Goals Gym of Max, baby Max brother. Of course, Stranel. How are you, buddy? How's things going? Barrett, the way I look at it, mate, it needs to be for the greater good. Like, I worked in retail when COVID broke out. And I live with, family members who are incredibly vulnerable if they get this virus. The way I see it, just because I live in a situation where I have to go to work, and potentially bring home a strain of a virus, that's not fair. That's dangerous. Living the life you want and living how you want is fine as long as your freedom doesn't negatively impact others. I agree. 100%, James. 100%. I agree with that. Freedom, it's why we have, the penal system and laws and criminal life, like, and you know, we have a criminal system, a judge system, sorry, a judicial system. I got there eventually. You know, at the end of the day, just because you want to do something doesn't mean you can. 100% agree with that. James brings up a really good point. Fun fact, you're just as likely to be murdered in Bulgaria as you are to be taken out by the virus. It's locked with the stats. Interesting. I understand that this is just a matter of different news. How do you think countries with guaranteed freedoms, US, can work around this? Oh, I can't comment on American Constitution. I don't know it enough. I'm not going to start commenting on the American Constitution. At the end of the day, you know, lockdowns are fine. Generic Schlub, welcome, mate. We're working on a thumbnail at the moment. So what I want to do next, guys, is I want to sort of work on a couple of... You guys will see in a second. Yeah, I'm not going to start commenting on the American, you know, freedoms. Like, no sir, no sir. To toilets flush backwards. We actually have to, you know, use like some sort of anti-gravity system to keep the water in the bowl. You guys may not believe it right now, but I'm actually strapped down by a harness. Oh, here we go. This is what I wanted. I got the vaccine, not really for myself. I rarely go outside except for work. I got it so I can visit family without being too much of a worry. Yeah, like my entire family, we got vaccinated as soon as we could. I got vaccinated because I for one, I want to go back outside. I want to do stuff. And I agree, like the vaccines are proven safe and effective. You're more likely to die to the virus than you are to a vaccine adverse effect. Like it just is how it is. And it's not quite the smoke effect I want. I'll find it. It looked different in the particle smoke trail. Nah. Oh, the way I look at it, goddamn watermarks. It's a watermark on the perfect one, dude. I hate that so much. Smoke trail, black background. Oh, hello. We might have something here. Crazy Vinyl Lizard people. True. Come on now. You can easily become our Aussie overlord by claiming you know everything about our constitution. If you were convincing enough, then at least half the nation would support you. True. True. Just become the next president. Why not? Let's go the whole 9 yards. But my copy's not working again. Copy, image, paste image. There we go. Let's see if I can make this work here. I want to give the idea that the TR soldier just got shot recently. Add a screen effect. At the end of the day, like, as far as like, you know, freedoms are concerned and stuff like that, like, yeah, your freedom, you know, you live your life, boo, you do as you please, unless your freedoms actively impose on, you know, other people's ability to live comfortably in freedom, and with freedom themselves, you know. All right, I want to give sort of the effect that this soldier's been shot a couple of times. Yeah, exactly. I got the vaccine, and it means that I, you know, it takes the stress off me. I can go out and I can, you know, I like the Delta variant in particular. Like for me, as far as I'm aware, like I don't remember the exact stats, but I know that like the likelihood of you dying or the likelihood of you ending up in the ICU from COVID against the likelihood, like if you're vaccinated or not, is like, we're talking like. So I think, hang on, I had the numbers spoken to me recently. The likelihood of there being breakout of infections of a vaccinated population is 8%, right? So the likelihood of breakout infections with a fully vaccinated population is around 8%. Of that 8%, I think there's 10% likelihood of ending up in the hospital, and of that 10%, it's around 5% ending up in ICU. So the chances of you actually taking dying from COVID versus the chances of you having an adverse reaction to the, yeah, it's insane. Strength and unity, yeah, exactly. Keeping up to the day, can you tell me what the breather is? Oh, the breather. So, Cirky, this is just us taking a chill. A breather in, I don't know if this is like common terminology in the rest of the world, but a breather for Australians is like, you know, us taking a bit of a chill, just relaxing, you know? I imagine the conglomerate in the NC does not endanger clients. We can wish, right? Okay, spark impact effect. So as I say, guys, this is sort of the next big step for me, is working out what my effects are going to be, how I'm going to help to sort of sell the image a bit. Let's go spark effect. I've got a couple of favorite ones I use. If I can find it, that'd be good. I just need something that looks like he's sort of, you know, still steaming a little bit, you know? What do we got? What do we got? Come on, Google. Spark impact fire. Actually, that might help. Spark impact fire. Yeah, we've got the smoke. You're not wrong. I feel like I could name this, like, I feel like I could just name this thumbnail, like, thanks for the ammo or something. I think that'd be fair. Oh, it's like a GIF. I don't like GIF. Maybe. There's always the hard part, guys, just finding the source images that I want to use. Oh dear. Let's go spark impact transparent. No, I don't want that. Get rid of you. Welding maybe? So many different effects on the internet. It's just a matter of like finding the one that works best for what you're doing. Just straight English. All right. I don't know these things. I just say, sometimes I say shit and people look at me like I'm an idiot. Like, what did you just say, Cammy? Happens all the time. Now, I've got a lot of American mates I speak to on the regular. They all look at me like I'm a freak sometimes. But no, yeah, for me, get the vaccine. That's where I sit. Yeah, to me, in my mindset, it doesn't make sense for somebody to not want to do it unless they've got like a medical condition that doesn't allow them to. In that case, different story. But if you don't want to get it because you don't want to get it, then, you know, all right, you do you, but personally, I can't rationalize that mentality. But to each their own. Sparks effect. There was one that I saw a few days ago that I really would think would go quite well right now. Now I can't find it. This is always the hard part of thumbnail making, guys. Spark effect. Oh, spark effect. Black background. I don't mind it. Oh, hang on. Ooh. Oh, friggin'. Another goddamn watermark. Oh, these like there'll be some of them that just don't have the water. Oh, hang on. We might be able to play with this a bit. I think I might have found something to start us off with here, guys. Oh, that's big. Just go ahead and give it like a color dodge or something. Okay, that's not bad. Let's give it a little bit more. I think maybe screen might give it a bit more life. Yeah, that's better. Oh, no, it's lighter. Hang on. Excuse me, guys. I have to lower the opacity a bit of the smoke effect, but no, I don't like that either. Damn, this is actually turning out to be harder than I thought it was going to be. Probably go to bed soon, but my brain is not ready to shut down yet. I hope you're doing well hanging upside down as you. Oh, of course I am, mate. Of course I am. A lot of blood rushing to the head, but you know, that's normal. Ooh, hang on. Did I just delete the wrong layer? I did too. Whoops, that was close. That was almost some non-destructive editing I can't get back. All right, I think I've just found our fire source. Just grab. Select inverse. Yep. And we'll go ahead and give that a screen. No, it's color dodge. Screen. I'll add some sparks to that. There we go. Oh, now we're talking. All right, now I just need to lower the opacity a little bit of this smoke. What is this smoke? Is it it's a screen at the moment? What if we give it like a color dodge? Oh, that looks a lot more volumetric, doesn't it? There we go. All right, now we're talking. All right, that's getting there. That is getting there. What I might do, we'll give that 100% opacity and we'll add a bit of a color flare to that. All right, perfect. I'm going to do the same thing. Where is it? It's that layer there. Yep. All right. I'm liking that. I'm really liking that. I'm going to make this one over here a bit smaller. Might even put it behind the soldier. So like that. There we go. And we'll also make this guy a color dodge. Perfect. That looks a lot better. There we go. That looks so much... there we go. Now we just need to add those sparks that I keep talking about. The sparks kind of sell it, right? Don't want anything too over the top, though. So maybe something like this. We just sort of... Kind of looks like it's coming at us, doesn't it? Unless we do like this. Oh, hang on. There we go, boys. V5 decal for PS2. You're welcome, dude. I'd pay for that. Let's just go and just delete all this excess crap we don't want. Ooh. It's the little details, guys. I wish Photoshop was multiplayer. I would reinsert symbols onto the background. Hey, sad ball. Much love from Serbia. I appreciate that, mate. Welcome to the stream. We're doing a cheeky bit of photoshopping today, so it's great to have you here. You can hardly see this like in the final, but it's just the detail that sells it. And I spend way too much time working on this shit. I won't lie. All right, so that's all well and good. We've got some impact points there. It's exactly what I wanted. Now for the next thing that I wanted to do, and this is where things are going to get painfully difficult. I wanted to add some tracer fire going past here, going past our soldier. Huh. How the hell am I going to do this? Photoshop these nuts, kick W. Not quite. You just got to type in the text there, Stranel. Have they changed how you unlock ammo printer in the regeneration of that ISO? I deleted all 4 of my characters for a fresh start and still have yet to unlock those implants on any of them. Sadly, not generic schlub. You have to go through the standard old procedure. Waves painfully. What's going on, Doctor? What's going on, boss man? All right. Well, I think I've got an idea as to how I can handle this. So we're going to go... Boom. No, we're going to add a... Actually, I need it on a new layer before I do anything else. Can I actually just can I combine these layers? No, I cannot. All right, that's fine. Just gonna add that path. I'm gonna do it on a add that path there. Give it that sort of streaking effect, and then we'll go ahead and add a new layer. How you doing, Doctor? Life treating you well, mate? We're working on a thumbnail at the moment. I've just realized I'm on the clock here. I'm running out of time to actually finish this thumbnail. Okay. Now I need to go to my brush settings. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to create a tracer. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to go to my brush settings. Here we go. So this is what lets us sort of determine how big our thing's going to be. I should not say that. How big our brush is going to be. We've also got on here roundness, which is 100%, which is what we want. Smoothing is on. There is something I am missing here, I am pretty sure. Spacing is at 0%. We want this to be basically, you know, a continuous line. Hardness at 0%. Ah, where is it? Angle 0%, no. Here we go, dynamics. So what we've got here is we've got a fade control. So if we just draw this down to like, you know, 100, then you can see there's on that, can you guys actually see that right now? Let's have a look. Yeah, so on that little angle there, there's like that fade. Now that may look well and good, but if we go ahead and give that a fade of 1500, it may not look like there's a fade on there, but for the size of the brush that we're working with, it's actually perfect. So those are our brush settings. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to click on our pen tool. I'm going to right click. I'm going to go stroke path. Sounds dirty as hell, but it's fine. Stroke the path. We're going to use our brush tool as our, you know, stroking tool here. And we're going to simulate the pressure and boom. Actually didn't quite come out quite nicely, but if I go ahead and get rid of the path and then add, actually no, hang on, that hasn't worked quite as well as I would like. Just quickly double check. No, okay, it's a bit too skinny on the perspective of, yeah, I don't think the brush settings are quite right there. So what happened there is we placed our brush and there isn't a perfect like endpoint. There's no like, the brush isn't getting narrower as time goes on. That's what we're trying to achieve here. So our fade's too long. So we might put it down to 750. That might give us a little bit more leeway. There we go. And we'll try it again. And this time we're gonna make sure that we're running a white brush. So go back to pen tool. We'll go stroke path, brush, and that already looks like it's a bit more. So if we get rid of the path, and boom, as you can see, we have a tracer. I think that's still a bit too short. But stroking impression, yes sir. Showing you guys all about my stroking maneuvers. Oh my God. All right, we're gonna go up to, let's go 1000 on the fade level there. And we'll go ahead and do that stroke path, boom. And there we go. That's the kind of length I was after. I'm an idiot. Okay, we're going to rotate that vertically and horizontally. So now we've got it in where we want it coming from. Cool. So that there is our tracer. So that is the start of it at least. Now, as we can see, right now we've got a bit of a problem. For one, it looks like it's just in a 2D plane. It doesn't look like it's actually, you know, it doesn't look like it's actually coming from the angle we want it to. So we're going to go in and skew and distort the shit out of it here. So we're going to skew it so that it does appear to be, I've just realized there's a black dot there for some reason. We're just going to get rid of that real quickly. Layers. We're going to, actually I need to get rid of the fade. Just get rid of you. Go away. Thank you. All right, so we need to make this end fatter. So what we're going to do is we're just going to grab the skew tool again. Just going to keep on, not quite. There we go. Make this end a little narrower, even though it's the thicker part. Perfect. And I might even make this end just a touch fatter too. So if we go ahead and just skew this slightly, give it a little bit more weight. There we go. And we might even do... How can we do this? That looks a bit better, actually. It's hard to work with stuff like this from time to time. All right, that's about the angle we want. Actually, no, it's not. So I'm going to undo that and try again. OG beta tracers. Dear Cammy, bonk. Yeah, bonk me to horny jail real quickly. I think I need it. Let's go and give that a little bit more thickness. Cammy knows what he wants. So it does look a bit, you know, fucky at the moment, but that's okay. All right, so as you guys can see, I think that's a pretty good tracer as far as direction is concerned. In fact, it might just need to be a little skewed that way and then that way maybe. If we rotate it. Obviously, this is getting a little bit distorted as we continue messing with it like this, but this is actually okay. Because it's going to be zoomed out like that. Okay, that doesn't actually look too bad. I'm quite happy with that. All right, so that's our tracer, or at least one of. We're going to have a few of these. So, obviously, it's got no color right now. We've just shot a TR soldier. We need to make it look like a TR tracer. So, we're going to go ahead and add an extra glow. We're going to definitely remove that a little bit. We're going to add some opacity. We're going to make it bloody red, because why the hell not? Obviously, this is looking quite offensive already, but I promise you it'll be all right. And we're going to add in a no color overlay. We're going to add in an inner glow as well. It's going to be big and red. And it's going to be not screen because we're screening onto a white background here, which is not what we want. We don't want to go darker. There we go. So there we go. That's our tracer. Maybe could use a little bit more there. And we're going to feather it a bit on this end too. So that's okay. So we made 10K on this stream yet? Tibbsy, welcome to the stream, buddy. How are you? So obviously right now we've got a very, very thick sort of, end here that's very, it's quite pronounced, isn't it? It's a little harsh. So what we're going to do, we're going to create a layer mask. We're going to go to our gradient tool, which is this guy here. Make sure you've got a black and white gradient, and we're just going to drag across like so. And eventually we'll get the sort of, actually, more I'm looking at this, more I'm not liking it. Oh, it's a little too harsh on the, actually, hang on. I think I know what I need to do here. I need to rasterize the layer first. Rasterize the layer style. Rasterize layer style, and then do this. Nope. Oh, I need to do them. Hang on. Delete the mask. Rasterize layer style. Delete layer mask. Rasterize layer style. That's okay. And then we'll add the layer mask back on and do this. Better. There we go. Boom. So we have a tracer. And it's TR tracer, which is good. I might add a little bit of extra, just a little bit of black just over on this end here, just to give it the presence of just so it doesn't look so harsh. There we go. That's a bit better. There we go. So that doesn't look too bad in my opinion. I might just quickly add a little bit of curving on the just to give it a little bit more of a. I think that's better already. Perfect. Oop. Yeah, I think that looks better already. Perfect. So that's trace number one. We'll add a couple more of those. So we'll do another one just like this. And I'll just go ahead and make it look a little bit more. Actually, I think I might draw a completely new one for that. But what we'll definitely, actually, what I might be able to do is grab this guy, rotate around like that. Sort of have two different shots coming from two different directions maybe. And then let's do... But how you going, Tibbsy? It's good to see you, mate. They do look a bit like Star Wars blasters, don't they? I don't mind it though. Can't have it really interacting with the smoke that much though. Looks a bit funky that way. Just make this one bigger. Steam off the barrel will be kind of dope. That is on the plan. I've actually got that planned. Don't worry. Trying to work out exactly how to do like a second one as well. Let's do that. Sort of right there. We'll move this guy just a little further down maybe. And let's just give it a little bit of extra angle that way. What do you reckon, chat? Yeah, that's not done yet. There's always a VS fella at every TRNC fight. Yeah, not quite. Not for this one. I don't want it to be too distracting. What do you reckon about that, guys? How's that looking? Thoughts? Might be better. Only natural fantasy players who kill TR to get TK. True. True, true. I actually quite like that. Now, sort of the next step, I guess, for us now is to sort of add a little bit more depth to the lighting as well. So we've obviously got our traces now. I might actually put this one behind our character. Similar uncloaking on that tower, exactly. Oops, bump my screen. This has been a fun, cheeky little live stream though, guys. Never really done one of these before. This is actually meant to be a members only exclusive feature, so I might actually have to, you know, follow through with that in the future. But if you guys want to, you know, potentially get some more of this action in the future, then, you know, become a member. We'll be doing more behind the scenes stuff soon. This is typically, you know, for my gameplay normally. Might go with that. Okay, I'm happy with that. That looks good. All right, so now we have to make the traces fit in the scene as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to add sort of what we've done earlier here with the light coming in from the other end. Just chilling and nursing a hangover I've had all day. Dude, big rip. Big rip. So what we're going to sort of do next now is, I kind of like how he's staring down the barrel. I love that. Anyway, sorry. Enough about me sort of, you know, having a bit of a moment. We're going to grab the same layer that we did earlier with the photo filter. We're going to disable the layer mask. Cool. So we're back to square one again. We're going to go ahead and add another photo filter effect. And this time we're going to make it red. I think you guys can see where we're going with this. Photo filter. It's going to be big old bloody bright red. 100% intensity. There we go. And we're going to add that to our soldier. Now, what's the point of this, I hear you asking? Well, let's layer mask this out. We're gonna make it look like our friendly soldier here is really in the thick of it. So where's my paintbrush? My paint bucket, there it is. We're gonna add a little bit of red highlight to everywhere where the shot's getting close. It's a little detail, but it helps to sell the fact that those those shots are actually there. We can do the same on the TR guy a little bit. Just a little bit of edge. I'm gonna make the brush a bit bigger, just so we've got that little extra softness to work with, right? Perfect. I'm gonna do the same on the wall as well. As you can see, we're just gonna add that. As you can see, I've got this red effect on our characters as well on the layer above where the core lighting is, because obviously the core lighting doesn't change no matter what we do. These lights, this lighting source that's coming from the Tracerfy is a lot harsher than the light source is that's coming from over here because it's closer, so it takes priority. So in the world of photo editing, guys, your lighting and your light sources are what is going to dictate how realistic something looks. And we know we've got a light source over here, but we know we've added more light sources here. So what we need to do is correctly judge what lighting is going to have an impact where. And I've just had a look at this, and I think what we might do as well, I've just had a bit of a thought here, is we might actually add an additional sort of photo filter. In fact, let's just grab the photo filter from above. We're going to add an extra photo filter to, hang on a minute. What is going on here? Oh, hang on. Boom. Yeah, we're going to add an extra photo filter to the scene itself, just so we can sell the idea that the light is actually hitting the rest of the scene and not just our soldiers. So let's just do that real quick. I'm going to be really, really loosey-goosey with this brush here. I want this shit sort of, you know, all over the shop. Might be a bit too harsh. Let's just dim it down a little bit more. There we go. Just to give the presence of some light. Sort of, you know. Oh, hang on. Just the presence of light. Make it a bit brighter here. Sort of isolate it from the background. Doesn't look too bad. Might have to just add a bit of a fade to it too. I'm not sure if I'm liking that yet or not. I don't know about it, chat. I don't know about that one yet. Gonna go dinner time for me as somebody who watched today's video. Hope others enjoy as much as I do. Appreciate it, buddy. How much is membership? So if you go to the join button down below, Schlub, it'll give you a list of all of the membership pricing we have here. It's like as cheap as $1.99 a month US. It's pretty cheap. I'm not sure if I like that yet or not. No, it's a bit too much. Let's really darken it down here. Like back down to stupid levels. There we go. Sort of make the brush super large as well, and just sort of, how's that? That's a bit more subtle. I kind of like that more. Get rid of the orange haze that's over here. Maybe add a bit over here. There we go. It just gives it a little bit of extra light, I think. We might add a really strong but thin accent just on the railing, because the railing's going to be reflecting a lot of light, I guess. I feel like I could maybe change the color that we've chosen here too, just a smidge, you know? Welcome to my nightmare, though. This is what Photoshop is to me, guys. Like, this is what I normally spend my time doing. Whenever, like, lead up to a video, stuff like that, you know? It's a bit of an orange tinge to it, I guess. Yeah, it's detailed. I'm okay with that. Adds a bit of an orange tinge to where it needs to be. All right. But next we need to do the same thing again, except this time round we need to... this time round we need to add a red tint, because we need to add the tracifier. So let's go ahead and add that in there. Gonna mask this as such. This is gonna be a lot more pronounced and a little bit more easy to identify too. So let's go ahead and go boom, boom. Yeah, as I said, nice and pronounced red tint on the background there. Probably not that much. Just add. Make the red tint just a little bit less noticeable there, as well as there. All right. So far, so good. I'm liking how this is turning out. I got a feeling we can make this one bigger. I want to make this one big. Just make it big and piss off. I want it to be really pronounced. Why not? Let's just go a little crazy. Make it sort of give it the emphasis that it's closer. Yeah, that's better. Alright, good. I'll give this one a good amount of, you know, oomph, I think. But if you guys are interested in seeing more of this sort of stuff, let me know and I'll make those memberships a bit more, like those membership tiers with this sort of thing a bit more regular. Hey, Doctor, coming in with a membership. Dude, I appreciate that. Thank you. Great to have you here, man, and thank you for choosing to support the channel as such. It means a lot. Welcome to Good Mate, my friend. But if you guys want to see more of this, let me know. We'll make it happen. We'll make it happen. I've always wondered if people would be interested in this sort of thing. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. We need to add a little bit more orange to this guy. So I'm going to go ahead and... Here we go. We need to add another layer here. Another layer there. This needs to be like a sort of a... I don't know how you would do this. Like a really dark and sort of almost blood orange at this point. And I kind of want to delete this layer mask. There we go. And we're just gonna really give it the bee's knees here. It's nice I couldn't do this on Twitch. Yeah, dude, yeah, because we've got cheaper memberships here. It's great. Like, we can do so much more. Like, as a community with this, with the memberships here. I can price them as I want. Why are you looking at his PP? Not on purpose, Kiwi. I promise you that. Welcome to the stream, mate. How are you? It's good to see you. Just adding that little bit of light there and there. Again, we're getting down to the really nitpicky shit now, but that's sort of how it all works, isn't it? Okay. Might actually add a little bit of red to this character over here as well. Just as a bit of a... But yeah, okay, we're just doing a thumbnail. There we go. All right. What does it need? It needs something. I can't quite work out what it needs yet. Nice, yeah, repping the old tags today. Figured why not? You know, we'd have a bit of fun with it. Okay, let's bring the text up. Where is the text? Did I delete the text? Oh no, there it is. Let's bring you up to there. All right, let's call this video. What do I say? Cheers. Oh no, we're gonna get free ammo. I think it was gonna be. Cheers for the ammo. Yeah, we could do that. How much bigger can I make it and get away with it? I actually quite like that. I actually really like that. Needs a couple of touches just to isolate background from foreground a bit, but that's looking pretty good. Yeah, this is for Scavenger. I need a ride. Only GIF. I had a title in my head like earlier, and now that's only 1M. I've just realized this. Just thanks for ammo. Thank you for ammo. I need ammo. That's not bad actually. It's for Scavenger. It's for Scavenger. I was thinking free ammo. It's a very small title though. I'd have to make it huge to cover the whole. No, I'm not liking that. It's tough. You can't spell ammo. No. My brain registered 2 hits of the M key, but apparently that's not how it works. That 1M is going, Ree! You're not wrong, Cookie. Let's go, I think about it. Choose the ammo. We'll just laugh at my spelling mistake there for a bit longer. I feel like it needs something more. I'm just trying to work out what that more is. This is always the hard part about these thumbnails. Could have a bit of smoke, I guess. Just sort of smoke laying. I think we can make that work. 2 times ammo this weekend. Glowing eyes on the helmet. Glowing eyes behind the helmet. I can't do that. I'm not confident enough in my editing skills to do that. That would be a bit much, I think. Yeah, I don't know. I can get away with that. What I can try and do... I've just realized this too. I've just realized that I have made this an absolute nightmare for me later on. Actually, no, I haven't. No, I can just organize... No, it's fine. Don't worry. How to hoard ammo. That's not bad. It's not bad. I had the perfect title in my head earlier. God damn it. My brain is actually going, you know what you should do, Cammy? You need to fixate yourself on getting this right now. Pro tip, don't play license games on time before my settings for Battlefield before switching PS2. I haven't hit a single shot all day. I feel that, dude. I switch between first person shooters all the time, and when it comes to like, you know, me trying to like then recorrect my settings and get my muscle memory back into tune, it's horrible. I hate it so much. I do really like the effect there. Let's grab a smoke effect. I kind of like the idea of there being a smoke haze. Right, so smoke haze? Let's see what Google comes up with that. That's horrible. Black background. Ironically, one of the first things that Google came up with was like a picture from the Australian bushfires. Too soon, Google. All of these are terribly low resolution. You'll love to see it. We'll find something I can edit properly. That's got a watermark on it. These are all horrible resolution. Ammo thievery. Ooh. Ooh, I like that. That's actually not bad. I'll think on that one. Consider that one. That's not bad. I need some ammo. Lol, our ammo. Ooh, our ammo. I like that. Ammo lust. Time to go. See y'all later. No worries at all, Doctor. Thanks for becoming a member again, mate. We'll talk soon, all right? Have a good one. I like our ammo. It's got like a communist... it's sort of like a communist approach to it. It's great. It's not your ammo, it's our ammo. Alright, I kind of like that. Just put it in quotation marks, our ammo. No, Kiwi. No, Google will not be happy with me if I do that. How to kill your search algorithm performance in one thumbnail right there. Holy shit. I need batteries. That wouldn't really... It doesn't work with the class we've gone with, though. With the factions we've gone with, sorry. I'm stuck looking for a goddamn smoke effect that's high res and doesn't have a watermark. Well, we'll go with this. It's lowish res, but I think I can make it work. Yeah, I know what you're going to do here. Let's move it all the way up to there. We're going to screen the shit out of it. There we go. And we're going to add another one. Actually, this is going to go above. No, what am I saying? This is going above, like that. What we're going to do is we're going to sort of create this illusion that the TR soldier is somewhat behind it. So we're just going to grab... Sort of grab this. I need to feather it probably by a couple pixels here if I'm going to do a rush job. Fair enough. See, Seth, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Talk about a strong introduction, my friend. It's great to see you. All is welcome. Okay. Gonna layer by copy. Nope, that's the wrong layer. Oh, hang on. I need to decide something real quickly. Am I done with all these other layers? I think I am. You off, Hades? Take care, mate. Have a good one. Gonna hit the sack. Have a good one, y'all. Thanks for the walkthrough, Cammy. Way more interesting than I expected. Looks cool. Looking forward to seeing the finished one. I appreciate it, Parsley. A lot goes into this. A lot of people don't quite understand exactly what happens with these. Can I merge these? I can. I think that'll do us. I think that looks pretty good. All right, I think that'll do us for the lighting on the characters. I don't want to go too crazy in this one. All right, we're gonna grab the smoke effect that we've got here. We're gonna add this sort of depth. That makes it look like the... Makes it look as though like the soldiers sort of, you know, got some element of, you know, being covered by the smoke. All right. And what I want to sort of do is give the impression, if you will, we make this a really big brush, that it's sort of seeping over his leg like that. There we go. I like that. There we go. It's mild, but it's something, and we're just going to copy that. Flip. Now this does look painfully, and I mean painfully, symmetrical, so I'm going to just sort of offset it a bit here. We're going to ditch the layer mask because we don't need it. Actually, no, we do need it because we're going to go ahead and do this. Just ditch the harsh edges on each item like so. And there we go. Just realized I think it might be the harsh edge on this one that's being a problem, maybe? Just grab this and do that a little bit. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. If you got to backdrop the image prop, the casting couch, I think there is no need to edit the image because most people play the game on low graphics settings anyway, so your screenshot looks better than the average start. This is true. This is true, but I like going the mile longer. I like really, really going the long way and making this look incredibly spicy. I mean, here's the thing, right? The reason I go all out with these thumbnails is because this is going to be the thing that captures the audience. Like, this is exactly what people are going to see for the first time every time they log onto YouTube and they see one of my videos hit the recommended screen. So this needs to make a strong impression. Otherwise, I'm just... Oops, let's get rid of that. Otherwise, I'm just... yeah, I'm just, you know, I'm just every other YouTube thumbnail. So I need to really make this pop, you know? But I'm actually quite happy with that. That looks good. Okay. Just, so yeah, original, edited. Just a lot of depth added. I actually really like how it's turned out. This is definitely one of my more subtle edits I've ever done. But I really like the element of depth we have in this one. The thumbnails do pop. Thank you. All right, let's do. All right. So we're not done yet. Believe it or not, we're not done yet. There's a couple of things I like to do now. So what I'm doing now, we're merging all of our layers together that, you know, are no longer like. We obviously had a bunch of individual lighting effects on different foreground and background items. Now what we're doing is we're grabbing all of those and we're merging them together so that we can go ahead and, you know, start making some final adjustments here. So I've merged all of our background layers together because what I plan on doing now is adding a small blur effect to sort of help to separate background from foreground. I'm actually going to feather this an additional 100 pixels. There we go. I'm going to center the ellipse like so, and we're going to select inverse. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and we're just going to blur the edges. You guys can see the edge starting to blur out. Gives the element of focus, right? So we're just going to blur that out a little bit more. There we go. Let's just check with and without preview. There we go. It gives that sort of bit of depth of field about it, right? And we're going to do the same on the other part of the image. So we're going to select inverse again. Very quick and easy way to make sure you've got the same area selected on the opposite ends without having to go, you know, back and forth all the time. And we're going to go ahead and do blur, Gaussian blur, but we're going to make this blur a lot less pronounced. Like I'm talking maybe 1.2 pixels. All this does is it just adds that depth that we need between foreground and character. Sorry, background and character. Now with the same area, I'm actually going to do the exact same thing on our characters. So selecting inverse once again. This time I've got the character layer selected because let's be real, right? If our focus point is on this soldier, this guy's foot and the sort of front of the leg here isn't going to be in focus. So we're going to filter, blur, Gaussian blur. We're not going to blur this as much, but if we go ahead and move this up to about 3.2 pixels, it draws the main focal point away from the foot that's in the foreground here and puts it straight onto our character regardless, which I think is awesome. In fact, what I might do is I've just realized, I remember I still want to, okay, I still want to have the barrel of the gun smoking and I want that to be in focus. So we're going to just move our ellipse up slightly so that the gun barrel from the gore saw is still in focus. Select inverse, filter, effect, blur, Gaussian blur. Bingo. And there you have it. So now we've got, from start to finish, a blurred background. And if we go ahead and add our text in there, boom. And I think I really do like the hour ammo remark. That's fantastic. Make that a bit bigger. What do you think, guys? That could be a finished thumbnail right there. First time on Cold here. Hey, nice spicy taco. Enjoy. Before my idea got stolen, name it "This is our ammo." I don't mind that actually. This is our. Can I fit it in? I probably could if I made the text smaller. How? Oh, Photoshop's being a prick. I actually don't mind that. Oh, there's not really much. There's not much happening with the text. What if I ditch the? That looks a little bit better, I think. We can make it larger too, because it actually then gives the prospect of the text actually being behind the soldier. Oh wait, no. What do we think, guys? I actually really like, that's one of my favorite thumbnails. I like that. I really like the detail on that one. Let's just save it real quick. Finally had a good idea. I liked it, Minor. I think you just, whose was the other one? Who said our ammo? Who said that? I think it was Cookie. I think you just stole Cookie's thunder. Oh no, it was Spicy Taco who said our ammo. I like this one though. I think we just got our thumbnail. TR approved. Looks fire. Thank you, thank you. I think we have our thumbnail, guys. You'll love to see it. All right. Whew. Very good. This has been a very chilled stream. I'm happy with this. So yeah, this is something I'm actually planning on making members only. I mean, at the end of the day, members only are like, at the end of the day, based on, you know, current channel membership perks, members should be the only ones getting access to this kind of content in the first place. So I need to hurry up and, like, you know, start actually acting on that. But I actually really liked this thumbnail. I think this turned out fantastic. And if you guys want to see more of stuff like this, oh, Minor said it first. Got it. My bad. If you guys want to see more stuff like this, then yeah, consider becoming a member and letting me know. Because I'm definitely interested in yeah, if people are keen on this kind of content where we actually, you know, edit videos on stream and, you know, do thumbnails and stuff like this, like, we could very much make this a members only thing that I do regularly. Edit it first. I demand justice. You got it, Minor. Your idea. I like it. I like it. I actually really am happy with how that thumbnail turned out. Okay, we're gonna post this. We're gonna export it. It's saved. I have saved it. I know Kiwi was screaming at me to save. I saved it. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, boo. Scavenger video. All right, let's go to my YouTube channel and actually upload that thumbnail. I'll be good to go. What time is it? It's 10:20. We've been streaming for about 2 hours. Now what do we do? Oh dear. This is all I really had planned for this stream. Unless we just want to chill out and hang and talk shit, guys, instead of, you know, getting into a game. I'm cool with that too. You should bring your thumbnails as physical cards as merch. Collect them all. Okay. Kiwi's actually onto something there. It's something I've been thinking about. I've legitimately been thinking about, believe it or not, launching some merch and making my thumbnails posters. I've been deeply considering that. The only issue I have, or the only issue I'm considering being a problem, is that we do use like Rogue Planet game assets, so I'm not sure if we're allowed to sell them. I mean, actually no, that can't be right, because there are literally, like, there are displays. I've got displays on my wall of assets from games. Like, I've got a Kratos right there, and it's an artist that's third party, so maybe we can go ahead and do it. With that, I gotta head to work. Been a fun stream. I'd like to see more in the future. Also, the thumbnail turned out dope. Can't wait to see that on my sub box. Well, that's actually coming up in an hour and a half, my friend, so get ready. An hour and a half from now, we're gonna premiere the video. Scavenger video up. I am actually, okay, yeah, I just uploaded it to YouTube. That looks fantastic. It's your screenshot though. True. It's just that it's, here's the thing, and this is the dodgy thing about copyright law as well, Kiwi. Copyright law means that I have taken a photo of someone else's intellectual property. The photo is my intellectual property, but the footage I've acquired is still somebody else's intellectual property. You could ask, I think Rel would let you. Yeah, he probably would. Because yeah, like whenever I film, whenever I film gameplay, right? Like I film you know, gameplay footage. The footage is my intellectual property. The gameplay is not, which I know sounds really strange, but it's how it works, unfortunately. Like gameplay in the prospect of, like, you know, YouTube, like we rely on fair use. Any gaming company out there would very, very quickly take down our content if they wanted to, and they'd be able to, because, you know, it's their copyright. Let's actually quickly jump on Teespring, which is, like, I think YouTube's direct merchandising store. Let's have a look-see. You got me curious now, guys. I'm not going to share my screen when I do this because, you know, secret behind-the-scenes channel shit. But if I go merch, let's view the store. You're not selling another game with PlanetSide 2 assets. Good point. That is a very good point. Wait, what the? Oh, hang on. It's on Spring, not Teespring. Gotcha. Give me a sec, guys. I want to continue with YouTube. Let me sign into my YouTube account here. I reckon if I ask Rel, I can get away with it. Or I could just do it. You know. Alright. Okay, so we've got a lot of products to go with here. So we've got digital home decor. Wall art. There is wall art. Oh, wow, and it starts pretty cheap. Wow. That's not bad. Daybreak encouraged people to create apps with their PS2 API data and allow them to monetize them. All right, there we go. In that case, I think we'll be fine. Well, I have been sort of considering doing merch. So maybe we could do it. Canvas prints, posters. Now, where do these ship? Some of these will ship to US only. Some of these ships both the US and EU only. Oh, wow. Okay, so not even I can get this shit. Really? Is that true? What about let's have a look at just t-shirts. Ships from both the EU and the US. Sorry, my bad. So you can get these shipped worldwide. Okay, got you. Ships from the US only, but you can get it sent worldwide. Okay, interesting. Unfortunately, these they appear to be only, I'm just going to go ahead and do this and see what happens. Oh yeah, this is a horrible. Wow, they require a very high resolution to get this done. Wow, you need a massive resolution. Yeah, okay. In that case, maybe not. The resolution on my thumbnails is not high enough. Apparently, it gets shipped from the US and from the EU allegedly, but the issue that we're gonna have is that my thumbnails are only 1920 by 1080 resolution, which is like nowhere close to what they require. Can we just move to the EU for cheaper shipping? Only if, right? I've considered like selling mouse pads. That could be interesting. You know something, I'm not sure how it would work with a fan-made armor that you can buy in game, but PS2 themed action figures would be neat. That could be interesting, actually. Yeah, true. Locks of your red hair. Every time I go to the hairdresser, she's like, so fam, I need you to keep my hair. Just say, what now? I need you to keep my hair. Cards and postcards, true. Why do you need me to sell your hair? Like, why did you keep the hair? Oh, don't worry. Don't worry, son. Anyway, that's our thumbnail done. That felt good. That was good to get done. I enjoyed that. All right. What time is it? It's 10:27 p.m. Do we do a shorter stream tonight? I mean, I could switch over to a game. There's not really much else for us to do, guys. I'll be honest. This stream was actually not going to go ahead originally. I kind of thought to myself, I'll just stream a thumbnail. Just to see what people think and if they want to continue to see more stuff like this. But obviously we've done it now, and that's all I really had planned for this stream. I'm gonna go ahead and get the video actually ready to premiere now. I'll just do that now. Let's go and set the video up for Premiere. Can we play GeoGuessr? I could. I don't know if I really feel like GeoGuessr right now. I don't know what I feel like. It's been a big day. I'm quite tired. I don't know if I really feel like doing anything, to be honest. If I'm being honest, I kind of just want to go to sleep. Already make thumbnail for the next video. Dude, I haven't even written the script for the next video. I don't even know what I'm doing yet. No, I might call it early. I might call it a little earlier. What am I doing? What am I doing? Rest then. Yeah, I might do it. I might call it a little early. We'll go ahead. We'll call it early, guys. I'll stay up for the premiere, obviously, you know, because that's what I do. But by the time we're good for the premiere, script writing stream, yeah, I need to do some more research for the next video that I'm planning on doing. I think I have an idea as to what we're going to do next. Make them pics. Cookie just wants to see more pics. Oh, dear. Yeah, the issue with the thumbnails is that they're not a high enough resolution for a large-scale poster, which is annoying. I've only just realized that so I probably can't monetize these, unfortunately. Unless I start actually selling my wallpapers. Like, because I've always given my wallpapers away for free. I feel like I should start selling them properly, you know? But that's the kind of community-driven individual I am. Just give them for free. They'll enjoy it. Go for it. But yeah, no, I think we'll call it here. It was a fun stream, guys. Thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it. We'll be back on the weekend, whether it be, you know, a Thursday, sorry, whether it be a Saturday or a Sunday stream yet, I'm not sure. NFTs earned a 14-year-old $1 million. Jesus Christ. The NFT market is something I'll never understand. Combine the thumbnails into a collage. Oh, Kiwi, big thinking. With a big logo of yours in the background. Big thinking, my dude. That's some big brain thinking right there. I like that. Leave that one with me. Because I do have I've got the core Photoshop files of every thumbnail I've done recently that I can then sort of, you know, eliminate the backgrounds from and just sort of, you know, go from there. That's actually not a bad idea. NFTs confuse the hell out of me. Yeah, I don't understand them either. Don't worry. That's a good idea, Kiwi. Anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out. Was a good stream. A shorter one, yes, but we've done what we've come here to do, and we've got a video coming out now, so I'll direct all of the attention that way. So guys, make sure you head over to the video now, which I'm about to make public. So schedule midnight as a premiere. Boom. That video is now a premiere page ready to go live, so make sure you head over that way. As I said, we'll be back on the weekend in some capacity. I know that this weekend is Extra Life weekend, so obviously all of the streamers that haven't done their Extra Life campaigns just yet are going ahead this weekend. We've already done our thing. The Extra Life dono link is still active, so if you've got that link rolling around, you can go ahead and continue to support our campaign if you want to do so. I'm just not doing any more incentives or anything like that, so we're done there. But yeah, guys, good fun. I enjoyed tonight's stream. If you want to become a channel member, as I said before, consider hitting the join button, because I think in the future we'll be sort of mitigating our you know, our channel memberships. Sorry, these thumbnail streams to channel memberships exclusively as a perk. It's something I've been meaning to do for a while. Best of night to you guys. Also, make sure you're joining the Discord, linked down below in the description. We're going to be discussing the new channel emote that we're going to get commissioned down there as well. And we're going to be discussing a whole bunch of stuff. When we're doing the horror stream, when we're doing the 24-hour stream, stuff like that. So, yeah. Look after yourselves, guys. Stay friendly to each other. Also, when we do stream on the weekend, big announcement. I've got a big announcement in the works. It's been happening for a while, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. So I'll see you guys then. Peace out, guys. Thanks for the quieter one. And yeah, see you guys then and there. Much love. Have yourselves a good evening. Bye, guys.